Well, the Wendy rework has come and gone, folks, so you know what that means, right? It is now time to unwarrantedly theorize and shout about who the next to be refreshed will be, and in my opinion, that very well might be our Spider Boy Weber. No promises, and do not quote me on that. However, a mod by Tyke Fesh will begin our adventure down that path, it seems. Treats for Weber certainly feels like a small stepping stone to a Weber overhaul, and the ideas were enough to actually get my attention. However, in no way am I just gonna sit here and say that they actually bring the character in the right direction. But let's talk about him anyway, shall we? And we should probably start by discussing where the heck I even am in this clip. The mod itself allows for Weber players to sleep inside spider dens, similar to tents and even the siesta lean-tos. The effectiveness of said sleep is actually impacted by the tier of the spider dens, but you should be noticing immediately that it is still very much daytime and we're still very much catching a snooze. Good stuff. So while sleeping in a tier 1 nest, we can expect our hunger to drain by 1 per second, which is very much usual, all the while our sanity will rise by 1 per second, with health going up by 1 per 2 seconds actually. However, in a tier 2 den, everything is even Stevens, at 1 hunger loss per second being converted to both 1 health and 1 sanity per second, so all good there. And finally, at tier 3, expect the same, but with a 1.5 health per second gain. The idea is actually really unique, and I love the theory of it all, but it might just be a little too good in practice, if you know what I mean. Spider hats have also gone and gotten a once over with this mod, and something that essentially once used to mean diddly squat to Weber players may actually be worth a look now. So allow me to explain. Similar to the Bee Queen helmet, a Weber player can now place a spider hat atop their noggin to benefit from converting negative sanity aura drains to positive ones. Oddly enough though, the spider hat still kinda drains our sanity by nearly 2 per minute, so it is somewhat counterintuitive at the end of the day, but what have you. It is all made up though by the fact that now other players will bow down to Webers who wear it anyway, so it is all good. That's right, you filthy non-spider bros. Bow before me. But thanks for helping out. Oh, and Weber players will also enjoy a slower decay rate of the spider hat itself while wearing it. And it is quite significant, as you can see. And I actually really enjoy the fact that this mod addresses the relationship between Weber and the spider hat. Kind of an item that gets lost among the game. Perhaps an official look at it by Clay could provide some interesting mechanics. However, we can't talk spider relationships without the actual spiders themselves, and this mod makes it so not only will our loyal spiders attack quicker than normal, they have a jumping attack just like their distant green cousins. The leap is obviously great for catching mobs in flight and such, while the increased attack speed makes even small bands of spiders quite viable against even medium bads. Big bads will still wipe the floor with silky guts, but the attack speed is very, very noticeable, and it's not bad. It may actually be balanced enough if our numbers were to be limited to like 6 to 8 spiders or something like that. Furthermore, loyal spiders will now no longer scurry about and over to edible loot left on the ground, saving you the headache of missing out on said loot now and then. The mod also claims that loyal spiders will now no longer attack player-built walls too, so no more hair pulling there it seems. These tweaks open the door to other loyalty mechanics that could very well be added to spiders, so let your brain run wild. And finally, another mechanic that is great in theory but way too good in practice. Weber's own silky bundling wrap. With this mod, players can use normal silk to store up to 4 items within to save inventory space, carry anywhere to access at a later date, and yes, still preserve foods indefinitely. These silk packages work exactly like bundling wrap, and therein lies the issue. Cause bundling wrap is too frickin' OP to have in such a simple manner like this. Make it so these silk packages can only hold 2 to 3 items perhaps, and definitely make it so they do not preserve food at all. Keep the sparkles though, because sparkles are always good. And there you have it, everyone. Treats for Weber by TechFesh. I love the questions that this mod and TechFesh bring forth, and can see the potential, so well done there, my friend. You have opened the door to the Weber rework talk that is going to be progressing heavily throughout the next couple months. Thanks for watching, folks. Leave your own suggestions down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.